working on your dream journal? Listen, I know things got a little crazy last week. Believe me, it's not what I intended. I just wanted to mix things up, spice it up, appeal to some of the youth. This can't just be the Arlin and Keil show all the time. You're important to the show. I'm important to the show as well. I value what you bring to the show too. So, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear anything you said. My ears are really blocked up today.
I was just saying, have a great show, man.
Yeah, of course.
Could I take a peek at your dream journal?
Never.
Hello and welcome to the studio show. My name is Arlin Peebles.
And I'm Kyle Isham.
And we have put together one mean mother of a show for you.
Yeah?
Absolutely. We've got artist Stanley Bly. You've heard of him?
No, I wouldn't know him.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about him. He works on wood.
But sculptures with wood? What?
No, painter. He uses the wood as his canvas.
Can wood be canvas?
I don't literally know how it works. I just know that he builds these giant wooden canvases and puts the paint right on top of it. They're huge. They look like real life. Bring in a ton of his own personal experiences and things that he's seen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then who's the musical act?
Tonight on the show we've got Deezy Da Paperboy.
The Paperboy?
Da Paperboy.
The?
Da.
The.
Da Paperboy.
Papers? They still make those?
This guy's just cleaning house locally. He's winning.
Wait, he cleans houses or is
No, well, I don't know what he does for his day job.
He's a paperboy or a house cleaner?
Yeah, incredible hip hop talent. He's released 2 previous albums, currently working on his 3rd for 2016. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put you in the driver's seat a little bit on this show, okay? I know that I'm kind of the face, the name, the talent. But I'd like you to do the artist interview.
Just me?
You and the artist would be.
In the red chair?
I hadn't thought about that. I suppose this is where you'd have to sit logistically.
I would sit in your chair.
For a bit, just for that time, for the interview, and then we'd swap back for anything else we did.
I can do it. I will do it.
Okay, like that kind of gusto. Well, stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a fine show for you. And a fine young man here in Kyle. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting here with Springfield folk hero Ben Bedford. Just completed a new album, The Pilot and the Flying Machine.
Yep.
And we were lucky enough to get to go behind the scenes and capture some of this recording process.
Yeah.
Tell me about what we're going to see here.
Sure. We recorded the album in January in Douglas Avenue United Methodist Church here in Springfield. And the great Dave Cinco engineered the sessions. My buddy Diedrich von Wassner is on violin. My new friend Ethan Jojevits is on bass, and I'm playing guitar and singing. And the song is called The Pilot and the Flying Machine, Part 1.
All right. So you're also now in the crowdfunding part of getting this record made.
Yes.
Where can people go to help make that happen?
Sure. Probably the easiest place is to just go directly to benbedford.com, and on the taskbar there's a Kickstarter button. And thank you very much for the donations in advance.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank
Check
you.
it out right here, The Pilot and the Flying Machine, Part 1.
They told me that I couldn't catch the sun. They told me that I couldn't catch the moon. Well, a story for the future has begun. And they will see me rise into the blue. My sounding line and compass are in hand. The constellations circle into view, and I'll point the prow as far away from land. And they will see me rise into the blue. Beyond the darkness of the night, looking down on all as if it's new. I see it all in another light, and they will see me rise into the blue. Well, they told me that I couldn't catch the sun. They told me that I couldn't catch the moon. Well, a story for the future has begun. They will see me rise into the blue. They will see me rise into the blue.
And which camera do you look at, Lord? This is such
I
a
usually look at the main
shows.
All right, roll it. Yeah.
And welcome back. Here we are today with Stanley Bly. It's such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
So you are a Springfield native?
Yes, yeah, I've lived here my whole life, 34 years.
And what is the medium that you use?
I use oil on wood.
What got you to start using wood like that as the medium itself?
Well,
Or-
I mean, I used it originally because I liked the way that it showed every brushstroke, and I wanted to hide it in a way. It was also an homage to some of these really old artists that I admired. You know, the guys before Canvas, pre-Canvas guys. I used to cover all of the painting with paint, and then one day I noticed when I walked past it, it shimmered, and I thought it was beautiful, and I thought that this painting always changes, you know, not what I did, but the wood makes it change.
And you'd mentioned earlier when we were talking about archetypes, and
Sure.
how did that start to influence your work?
The art that I've always loved is the art that I looked at and said, I see myself in that. You know,
Arlin likes to try to see himself in everything. We're trying to tone that down a little more.
I use these archetypes, whether or not I put somebody that I admire in my own life, in my work, they fit the part. You know, they look like that guy that's worked hard his whole life, or that woman that's become something else out of mythology. You know, one of the best compliments I ever got was a buddy of mine. He's not an artist, he's not anything like that, but he came over one night and tried to pull a piece of paper off my work, and I just loved it. I thought it was hilarious because it wasn't a piece of paper, it was paint.
Yeah, that's when you know
part of being an artist, you want to, it's like that 5-year-old kid saying, look what I did. You know.
And so your sister is a poet?
Yeah, she is.
And your brother's a painter?
Yeah, he's a painter.
Very creative family.
Yeah, we grew up in the country, and we didn't have like a bunch of other kids to hang out with, so we had to be creative. We had to, otherwise you'd go nuts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a gift of sometimes not having as many things to distract one.
Yeah.
And like the old masters, how they could spend 3 years or 5 years on a painting because...
Yeah, I spent years painting in my basement and always telling myself I'm not good enough to show, I'm not good enough to show, I'm not good enough to show. So I gave myself that sort of idea, go big or go home. I don't care how long the work takes. I'm making the absolute best work I can make.
And what made you feel ready then to let your work be seen by others?
Well, I had an alumni show at the University of Illinois in Springfield. And Tom Whalen came up to me, and then Bob Sill, he got me a show at the State Museum, and that was a blessing to me because it made me feel like, man, you should show your work. But you know those people that change your life like that, you want to keep impressing them. You want them to go, man, wow, look what that guy did.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Arlin a little bit. I always try to impress him.
That's nice.
So how do you feel about pop quizzes?
I hate them.
Well, we have a really fun pop quiz for you today. Arlin thought up the idea.
Okay.
So he's going to stand behind you, holding up your work. You're going to face forward, and I'm going to just start naming a few details from it, and then you say the name of the painting.
Okay.
And if you get
this.
it right, then you get to continue. And if you get it wrong, I don't know what happens.
Kicking me out. Okay. Got it.
So no pressure.
All right.
Arlin, first piece, please. Okay, seems like there's a golden crown over an older man's head.
Oh, I know this one.
Yes.
Yeah, I got this one. This is called Three-Colored Sisyphus.
Okay, let's go to our judges. Is that correct? All right, good job.
I want it. It's after King Sisyphus from Greek mythology. And a lot of people don't know that name, but
Arlin doesn't know that.
His punishment was to roll this rock up a hill. And a lot of people know the story. And if it gets to the top of the hill, he's good, punishment over. But it always rolls all the way back down. So that's his punishment in hell. And, I read this article once that said one must imagine Sisyphus happy. And I love that. I just love it.
Yeah, it has such a poetic quality. Then.
Yeah, I mean, just struggling your whole life. But if you look at it that way,
Yeah, there's a real Buddhist element to that, to joyfully participate.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Arlen, bring up the second piece.
If he stabs himself, there's nails through some of the frames,
well,
and I'll
he'll be
know
all right.
immediately without ever describing.
Come on up,
the word.
Arlen. Okay. Seems like there's kind of big wrench and a train.
Yeah, that's called the Annunciation of Harold Bly versus the Train, and it's more of a personal piece. But it's about my grandfather. You know, at 72 years old, he saved a woman and a baby, newborn baby, from the train tracks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right before this train just smacked into this truck.
And this was in Springfield? Or?
It was in Current. You know, and I also kind of put the graffiti on this sort of chalkboard train too, that he's this, you know, who are the pop icons? You know, should be people like him.
Oh,
you know,
it's beautiful.
Hello.
Okay, Kyle, you ready?
Yes. So since this is the last one, you must know what it is.
Yeah, this is the Beauty Clinic. It was after a American painting by Thomas Eakins, which is with the chalkboard-like images. And I wanted to make a painting that wasn't really about being gross or scary. I wanted to make a painting about the idea of beauty and what people do to modify themselves and why they do it. And you know, I always kind of thought to myself that anybody could take somebody that they would consider grotesque in any other way and make it beautiful, you know. So I wanted to make a painting about what these women do to change and alter themselves. But right, you've heard every woman say, "Man, I looked good back in the day," right? So just I wish every single one of them would be okay with that now, right?
Definitely.
So.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Arlen. You can set that down, rest your arms. And Stanley, did you want to tell us your web address?
Yeah,
so everyone
sure.
can check out your work more?
Yeah, I'd love to. It's Stanley, L-E-Y, so Stanley Bly, B-L-Y.com.
And thank you so much for being on the show
my
today.
pleasure.
It's been
Thank
an
you for
amazing-
having me.
Yes, thank you.
So Kyle, I've been curious. You've been out of town the past couple of weekends. What's been going on?
I know, it's been so great. My mom and I have been doing these really fun day trips.
Your
Last
mom?
weekend, oh yeah, we travel everywhere together. We went to Hannibal, Missouri.
What was in Hannibal?
Oh, there's so many great antique stores there.
Kyle, antiques? I mean, you're already kind of surrounded with a lot of old things. Do you really want to
No,
add
my
more
mom
of
and
it?
I, we love it. You know, it reminds us of the past and good times. And this one store had this full mannequin that was like half human, half cat. And she was wearing like this weird Victorian S&M gear.
H&M?
No, my mom said Victorian S&M. I don't know what that is.
Not heard of that. It's
I think it's
interesting.
an antique term or something.
It just sounds very strange that you do these things with your mom. It seems like, you know, you just did an artist interview. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're kind of like standing on your own 2 feet now, and I think you could fly the coop.
Not live with my mom?
Right, I'm talking about cutting the cord,
Like,
the umbilical cord that connects you to your mom.
I could be a man. You're right.
That's what I'm
I could
talking
live
about.
on my own. I could have my
Yes.
own place.
Yes.
I could get a girlfriend. You know, someone who's older, mature, has a good job. Maybe she likes antiques.
Yeah, you know, we can worry about all of that later. I think what we want to focus on first is kind of just getting you away from some of those things.
I could get an older girlfriend.
Well, there's a lot of options out there, and you don't. It could be.
I like this plan. Thank you, Arlen.
Okay. Well, we'll work on it. We'll refine it. It's a little rough around the edges, but we'll get there.
I'd noticed you'd maybe been a little stressed with your job and everything, so I booked us a really special appointment today.
Oh, like a hot tub.
No, it's gonna just help loosen you up. Actually, you're gonna want to take a ride in here.
What? Trailhead.
Yeah.
Kyle.
And it's not the skin hair studio. I know your skin's fabulous, Arlen. The Trailhead. We're gonna do some yoga together. Tatiana's gonna give us a class.
Okay, I'm not dressed for this at all.
I know you ate a lot of tacos. I was gonna tell you to kind of slow down, but
This is the kind of stuff we need to talk about beforehand. Hello?
Tatiana?
Hi.
Hey, we're here. It's Arlin and Keil.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Trailhead.
Hey, nice to meet you,
You too. So today we're going to run through a short little yoga practice. We're going to do some Surya Namaskar or sun salutation.
Nice. This goes good with my
Yeah.
outfit.
Awesome. Exhale down on the elbows and inhale up to your cobra.
Cobra.
And what if you're not real flexible?
Yeah.
Like you can't even get close to touching the ground.
That's okay. It's pretty much like saying you're too dirty for a shower. And bring the arms up overhead.
Oh, that's a good stretch.
Oh yeah.
What if you had a lot of tacos for lunch?
If you had a lot of tacos for lunch, there's a perfect one for you called Shavasana. Just go ahead and lay on down. Palms up. Close your eyes. The goal is to work together, work through yourself to bring all aspects of your being to one place.
So does this mean Arlen and I are now yogis because we've been laying here?
Okay, big arms up. And then exhale and fold.
I'm gonna need some help.
Believe in yourself.
I could. Yeah.
I'm glad I could help.
And then I just hold this for.
I can
Forever.
hear your
How many more
tacos talking. and
200.
get stronger.
It seems like it'd be really hard to do yoga in pants, but I mean it works. If you guys ever do need clothes, we do sell clothes here too.
Thanks.
Born
Full threads for
free.
kind heads.
And this is made for you.
Oh my god, this is so soft.
Thank you again, Tatiana.
No
It's so
problem.
good to see you.
Good to see you
Yes.
too. Thank you guys. Nice meeting you.
This was great. Nice to meet you too.
Now watch, don't try to take that
I
Arlen
can't.
like
Okay,
last
this
time.
is.
Put it
I'll
back.
put it right back where it goes.
I know you think you're a
Thank you.
star and
Thank
everything's
you.
free.
Bye.
Bye.
Kyle, this show has been about growth. I don't know if you noticed, but when you started, you were way back here, and now
That much?
in one episode.
Oh my gosh.
This is a big deal.
This is amazing.
Yeah. You know who else is a big deal?
Huh.
Deezy Da Paperboy.
Wait, I was thinking about some jobs I could do now that I'm like really gonna be a man. And so maybe I could work at Jolly Tamale or Taco Gringo or
I don't know. I don't know if you want to get into food service.
I could have a chai cart, push it around downtown, sell chai, and then people will come, I'll make it up fresh. What do you think of that?
Boom,
idea?
chai made to order. Well, that's got some merit.
That would be amazing, huh?
Not as much merit as Deezy Da Paperboy, multi-Torch Tuesday award winner. Look at this. Look at this laundry list
You wrote a lot down.
of awards that he's won.
Well, that says Aaron Steinhauer.
This is from a couple episodes
sorry.
ago. Anyway, Deezy Da Paperboy was the hip hop artist of the year, Illinois Times 2015.
Illinois Times could give me Chaiwala of the year 2016, Kyle Isham.
Just take it Deezy, would you? Let's turn things over to Da Paperboy.
The Paperboy!
Yeah. Deezy. She's a little. You know, it's like one of my favorite songs, right? She's a little. Let's go. The closer I approach her, she fades away like my chance was missing. I've been chasing for ages, she always in the distance. Don't you act like I ever came from a pot to piss in. Motherfucker, I struggle to be in my position. I just been running, I'm trying to catch something I've been missing. Be in the zone, all alone, I see no competition. Sometimes I drop everything and let the drummers play. Like the footsteps coming from my runaway. Boom, boom, top. Nigga, I'ma get it, I ain't never gonna stop. Believe for, live for, walk gon' pop. Never gonna die to my name in the sky. Hating the stars and at least in the lights. End of the night, gon' feel my shot. Get what's mine, nigga, I'm live. Yo, town, D-town, I'm gon' grind. Yeah, came from rockin' the yay to rockin' the stage. Kept the copies in stock, put the profit away. I'ma chase this dream till my day in the grave. So when I catch this bitch, she'll never run away. And when I catch this bitch, she'll never run away. And when I catch this bitch, she'll never run away. You can try to run away from me. You can run, but you can't hide. My dreams will never run away from me, 'cause I've been chasing my whole life. Run away. Let me define what it means to walk the path of greatness. You either make it or you fake it, that's the cancellation. Every risk that I'm taking means I'm destined to make it. My talent's baking, I'm microwaving beyond the basics. The population is racist when it comes to my statements. Try to leave me off their playlist, but they still play this. So when I make it, I put the game on lifelong probation. And if they violate it, then I annihilate them. Dream chaser, risk taker, decatur. I'ma make it and become the savior. Tell the label that's looking that I'm in it to win it. If they ain't fucking with me, fuck them, then I'm independent. I'ma fight through the war, through the eye of the storm. I'ma clash like a titan, live and die by the sword. Hungry for more, till my day in the grave. So when I catch this bitch, she'll never run away. And when I catch this bitch, she'll never run away. And when I catch this bitch, she'll never run away. Don't you try to run away from me. You can run, but you can't hide. She's a little, my dreams will never run away from me, 'cause I've been chasing my whole life. Run away. Don't you try to run away from me. Run away. Yeah. Don't you try to run away from me. The studio show, live with Deezy Da Paperboy. Let's go. She'll never run away. Cause I've been chasing my whole life. Run away. Don't you try to run away from me. You can run, but you can't hide. She's away. My dreams will never run away from me, 'cause I've been chasing my whole life. Run away. Don't you try to run away from me. And if I catch that bitch, she'll never run away. My dreams will never run away from me. And if I catch this bitch, she'll never run away.